How you doing? My name is Chris Lemp, and I'm from the Dynamic Drum School. Today I want to teach you a basic linear warm-up. With a lot of my students, we've been working on different linear patterns, and I thought it'd be fun to put them all together to create a warm-up, a daily warm-up routine. There's basically 9 different exercises. There's a free PDF in the description below that you can download to follow along. There's 9 different exercises, and I'm going to teach each one separately, and then we're going to compile them and put them all together to create a continuous warm-up. So we're going to start it at 64 beats per minute. And the idea is some of these you're going to be able to play a little faster than others, but I thought it'd be fun just to keep it a little slow to start, run it all the way through. Once you feel comfortable, then you can gradually get it faster. So hope you have fun with it, and let's get started. Three quick tips before we get started. Every example is going to be 8 measures long. Every example is 16th notes all the way through, except for the 8th measure is going to end on a quarter note on beat 3, and then there's a rest on beat 4. The other thing is the main pattern I'm going to use is going to be snare, small tom, medium tom, floor tom. Every example is going to do that, go around the drums. So if you don't have the medium tom, just do the L-shaped pattern. If you only have a 4-piece kit, do snare, small tom back to the snare, and then the floor tom. And if you do have a 5-piece but you don't have the medium tom and you have 2 floor toms, then just go snare, small tom, first floor tom, second floor tom. Let's take a look at number 1. The pattern is right hand, right foot. So you're going to do 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 7 measures. Then the 8th measure, 1 E and 2 E and 3. And on the snare drum on beat 3. Number 2, the same thing. You're just starting with your left hand, then you're going to the right foot. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 7 measures total of that. The 8th measure, 1 E and 2 E and 3, rest. All right, let's take a look at number 3. I'll play 1 measure, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Notice that I end on the last 16th here. So an easy way to do this is slow it way down, do the counting, and you'll notice that if you run through this 4 times, that equals 3 measures. So let me show you what I mean. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. That was 3 measures, so you'll do that twice to equal 6 measures. And then on the 7th measure, you'll do this. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3. And then you'll end on the second time through on the snare on beat 3. Let's take a look at number 4. It's just going to be left, right, kick. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. Same thing, that was 3 measures. Do that twice, and then the 7th and 8th measure, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3. That ends on the 8th measure on beat 3. All right, let's take a look at number 5. This is going to be right, left, kick, kick. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and that equals 1 measure through the pattern. 7 measures total, and the 8th measure, same thing, and on beat 3, 1 E and 2 E and 3. So you can either end on the snare or the medium tom, whatever you prefer. Number 6, just doing left, right, kick, kick. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. 7 measures total. Then the 8th measure, 1 E and 2 E and 3. Let's take a look at number 7. It's going to be right, kick, kick, left, right, kick, kick, left, right, kick, kick, left, right, kick, kick, left, right. The counting is 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. So you're going to come back on the 1. You'll do that 7 times. And then the 8th time, same thing, land on B3. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3. Number 8 is just going to be right leading with the right hand, and we're going to do 4 per drum. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 7 measures. 8th measure, 1, E, and 2, E, and 3. Number 9 is going to be leading with the left hand. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and then measure 8, 7 times total, and then the 8th measure, 1, E, and 2, E, and 3. One E and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 and 4. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4. Left. Left hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. 3. 7. Right hand. 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. Left hand. that was really fun, and it's actually a really good concentration exercise because some of those, especially the groups of 3, they're really hard to keep track of where you are in the measures to make sure that you're only playing 8 measures. So practice it with me a bunch of times. You can speed it up with YouTube by 25%. And also let me know, I thought it might be fun if I could create a MIDI file of this and then make that available and people could practice along to it. I could do one tempo with me counting, and then I could do another tempo with just the drums. And you could kind of practice along, and then I could do separate tempos. So if that was interest to anyone, just let me know, and I could make that and send it out. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if there's any other practice routines that you'd like me to show you. I have a bunch of other videos that you can check out, so hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.